How's it going, folks? This is Nick of Long Eye Gamers, and today I'm going to explain how the Combat Arms Reboot affects the average player of the online free-to-play first-person shooter, Combat Arms. And through this video, it's going to be a two-part video. Part 1, I'm going to explain how this update affects the user that primarily uses GP. Part 2 of this video, I'm going to explain how it affects the primarily NX users. So to go through the patch notes for this update, I'm going to basically kind of skip over the stuff that I find isn't really going to affect your gameplay whatsoever, which is this. It just kind of explains how it's just some UI changes that show, oh, this is an NX rare gun, this is a NX standard, so on and so forth. And now the price rebalance, what that means is weapons of lower quality, let's say the FAMAS, the MP5, are going to cost less than a P90TR, for example. Pricing has also been changed to reflect the rarity system. What that means is now at the end of every game you're going to get a bit less GP prior to these recent updates. Back then you could expect about 600-700 GP from a, let's say, oil rig elimination match. Now you're going to be getting like 300 to 400, which really can affect your GP balance based on if you're a new player or not. Flexible acquisition, this is a big deal. What this means is now, NX guns, every single weapon or item in the game, except for some function items, are purchasable with GP. So, P90TR, the M416 CQB, the L9 Arctic Wolf, everything is now purchasable for GP, but it's only for a day. So, every day you have to come back and rent it, which I don't mind personally, but I don't feel like starting a war in the comments, so just my personal opinion, I enjoy it. And as you can see here, items that are excluded are some consumable things such as the megaphone, moderator, so on and so forth. Stat display, this doesn't affect, no, scratch that, this does. Now, instead of having just green bars that you can kind of gauge, well, that looks a little bit over half, so I guess that's solid. Now you're getting you're getting numbers and denominations for every single aspect of a weapon. Let's say that, as you can see, the damage, rate of fire, recoil. So now you can really sit there and decide, okay, well, this weapon has 48 damage. That's quite a bit for an assault rifle. Now I understand how that works, how it's going to affect my gameplay, how I have to play from there on with this weapon, so on and so forth. And now with the equipment evaluation, they made it that much easier to compare weapons. So let's say you want to compare the M416 CQB to the AK-74M. Now you can directly, within 2-3 clicks, you can do that. You can sit there and you'll see it, all the numbers right there compared side by side. There's no switching back and forth trying to memorize the numbers and so on. And another really cool thing, and I enjoyed this, is the progression revamp. What this means is at the end of every rank, like when you rank up, you're used to getting, oh, I got, let's say, a veteran knife or something like that, or for lack of a better term, some other crappy item that no one wants and wants discarding. Now you have, as you can see, a much larger amount of GP. I got to Lieutenant Colonel 2 and got about 8,000, I believe, which isn't terrible. That's a few guns for a day, like a P90TR for what, a week. And now every time you rank up, you're going to be getting cases, and there's some pretty cool cases. When I ranked up, I got a case that contained nothing but epics. So that's all the like the Merc weapons, so on and so forth. The Mist End doesn't apply to GP users. Weapon Renewal Kit doesn't apply to GP users. As you can see, I'm going to come back to that and revisit that for the NX users in a later video. In here you can see some of the phase-out features, the Tau system, which was beautiful. Anyone that got it on that got, I think, something like 9 permanent weapons for free, which is absolutely awesome. The high-set cases are being phased out and brought back in with different ones. The Mist End doesn't really apply to GP users. And that's really it, guys. That is what the reboot involves and how it affects gameplay for the GP user as opposed to the NX user. As I just said a little while ago, I'm going to be coming back to these patch notes and going through it again and explaining how it affects the primarily NX users. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a like and a comment if you did like it. If you didn't like it, drop a dislike. Let me know why you didn't like it and why I could or how I could improve this. Again, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it.